Hello, everybody. How's it going? I hope you're all doing well. It's good to see you guys. We are going to be playing some more Minecraft today because it is still King SMP week. Hope you're all doing well. Congrats on grabbing first there, Admiral. That is your third time total. Thank you guys for submitting your taxes, both to Admiral and Jorby. I hope you're both doing good. We are working here on the Skulk Cave probably today. We did a lot of the floor here, at least for the first section, and we've got a lot of the ceiling here as well. You can kind of see these pits. We're actually underneath the temple right now, and so we got some more work to do. But the whole idea right now for King SMP week anyway is to try to get as many projects done as humanly possible. So we will probably also be working a little bit on some trees today. I don't know how many, but we are going to try to get some trees done. Of course, we've also got the lovely dragon statue we built over there. It looks more like a pterodactyl, I'm telling you, dude. It could just be a demon even. I don't know. But that exists. And, I was very ambitious with how much I was wanting to get done for King SMP week, but then we had this idea for the cave. And while I think it's a good idea, I do think it may have been a bad idea. I'm not gonna lie. It may have been a bad idea to decide to build the cave this week, just simply due to the fact that, it means we won't get as much done as we otherwise would have. It's okay. You live and you learn. But it'll be cool. I think it's a nice cave. It'll look cool, hopefully, and we'll kind of continue on today, hopefully, maybe. Of course, we've got the little heart. We need to probably grab a schematic of that and transfer it over to the actual spot that we're going to be putting it. And then I can actually texture it and all that kind of stuff, and hopefully it'll look good. I'm good. Glad to hear it, Jorby. Glad to hear it. Let's get a little overhead view here. So we've got a lot of things going on here. So over here, you guys can kind of see, sort of, my face is covering it all up. There we go. So over here, you guys can sort of see where the trees are going to need to go. We've got probably, honestly, we won't be able to fit as many as we'd like in there. So I'm betting we'll probably fit 2, 3, maybe 4 trees around this area. Probably 3 over in here, just a few dotted up through this way as well. So we could probably focus on that a lot today or tomorrow, and hopefully that would get some things done. We'll also be working on the cave, as always. If we can get at least the main shape of the cave done one of these days, then the skulk would be easy enough to get done another day. And that could be done, later in the year. A little bit later in the year. There's not much year left, funnily enough. In fact, it is 1 week away from December 25th, also known as Christmas. I myself am pretty excited about that. I hope some of you are excited as well. We've got a little bit of time left here, though, for King SMP week, and I'm gonna hope that we wrap up some of these projects well. So we're just going to get into it very, very soon. Thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it, Ant. Dude, I saw your status. You good? I'm good, dude. Yeah, my first time calling 911. We will be talking about that here very shortly, actually. Not exactly how I imagined calling 911 would ever go, but it was a thing. It was a thing. So, here, let's go ahead and get going here. Can I? Oh, I see. That would do it. Okay, hang on. /home village. There we go. Now I'm not cheating. Okay. So yeah, I'm good. Let me just preface this story. I am okay. Fun fact, 911 doesn't always mean emergency. You should only call it in emergencies, but that's if you know your non-emergency line. I don't know my non-emergency line where I live, and it very easily could have turned into an emergency if I didn't call it in. So I listened to my mom, and she was like, hey, you should just call it in and be safe. Worst that happens is somebody else already called it in, and we're fine. So we're driving. My mom and I, we went to Walmart today to try to get some grocery shopping done. Because we got family coming in this next week, and, it's been a busy time of the year for my mom especially. And so I was opting to help her out a little bit, try to be a good son, do my best. And as we're driving, we're getting closer to home, and as we're getting closer and closer to home, there's this car on the other side, and he keeps flashing his headlights at us. I'm like, okay, that's weird. What's going on up here? I'm like, maybe there's a deer or something. And just as we're getting closer and closer and closer, we see like this little line of traffic. We're like, oh no, maybe there's a wreck. And like, I'm getting ready to look around and see like if, anybody's in trouble. If there's any way I can help immediately, I'm gonna do it, right? And then we see it. It was a cow. It was just a cow walking along the road, and it didn't want to move. And it was walking so slowly, and people were trying to go around it, which was causing other issues. It was kind of scaring the cow a little bit, but it was also, they were crossing over into our lane, which was, going to cause an accident if somebody didn't see that or didn't want to let them over. So, we debated a little bit on whether or not I'm going to call 911 and, inform them that there's this cow in the middle of the street that could be causing an accident. And I'm like, well, somebody surely has called it in already. I mean, one of these people had to have called it in. I mean, there were several trucks. There was enough there that I think somebody should have been able to call this in. And, so I decided I was going to, call it in. My mom told me that I should, so I did. And so I call 911. I'm like, this is my first time. Here we go. This is going to be good. And so I call, and then you hear this voice on the other side, and he goes, 911, what's your emergency? And I'm like, well, I wouldn't call it an emergency, but... And he said, okay. And I'm like, there is a cow meandering on insert road name here. He goes, there's a cow meandering on road name. Yeah. And he said, can you say that one more time? I'm like, yeah. So there's a cow walking on road name here. He goes, okay. He laughs a little bit. And he says, so, whereabouts is the cow on the road? I'm like, because he was wanting to know if it was on the one side or on the other side, just to let the police know. I'm like, I think it was pretty well dead center of that road. But it was on the side going towards the city, not away from the city. But I didn't add that bit because it didn't really matter which side the cow was on. It could swap sides anytime it wanted. Truthfully, it was close to the center of the yellow line, honestly. He goes, okay. And then he asks for my name and my number. And I'm like, okay, I gotcha. The first time anybody's ever asked for my name and number. I know, crazy. But he thought it was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was funny. And then my mom and I had the bright idea. We needed to pull up a police scanner and hear what they said over the radio about it. And so pretty soon after that, we got, this is dispatch. We got an animal complaint on insert road name here. And you got several officers going, 10-4. What kind of animal? and unfortunately, I lost connection at that point, and I couldn't hear them because where I live, there isn't a very strong cell service throughout there. 911 is easy enough to pick up. You can pick up 911 with emergency calls pretty much anywhere with your wireless carrier, thankfully. But I lost connection to the police scanner, so I didn't get to hear how that all went down. But it was a good time. I thoroughly enjoyed that experience. 10 out of 10 would call 911 again. Yeah, that's my story though. Only interesting thing that happened today, really, I guess. I mean, can't think of anything else that really happened that is worth telling. It was just that, you know, it was a good time though. It was a good time. Funny, I'm visiting family soon. It's almost like Christmas is next week. I know, crazy. I have family coming in soon. I'm not quite sure how it's gonna work out just yet, because I don't know. I've got a lot of things I want to still get done this year, and unfortunately, there's just not a lot of time, not a lot of free days or anything like that. We're gonna start from this side and go our way in, because I think it'll be easier. It'll go something like this, and then it'll go down one, like so. Hey, welcome on in, Raiders. How's it going, Swiftu? Let me get you a shout out. Also, hi, Lim. How's it going? It's good to see you as well. All right, let's see. Shout out, Swiftu live. How's it going, dude? How was your stream? What were you guys up to? We're playing some Minecraft. Nice. What kind of Minecraft? If you guys haven't already, be sure to follow Swiftu live. I was not following that account, dude. Is this a new Twitch account by chance? But if you guys haven't already, be sure to follow them. I'm sick. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I am sorry to hear that. Let's see. Hi, sick. I'm Admiral. That's crazy. Swiftu is a nerd. Such a nerd. New Twitch account. Nice. Playing on survival world. Just like a, single player survival? Or, just survival in general? Well, not survival in general, but like single player, multiplayer, hardcore. I'm curious. I'm gonna still use the old one for these streams. That's fair. You gotta keep all your stats, you know? Single player, not... Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Nice. Well, hopefully it went well. How far did you get, if you don't mind me asking? Let's see. Right now, we're just working on some things. I told the story of how I called 911, which was fun. I don't know, I didn't think that was the thing I was going to be doing today. I really did not. I'm going to need a detailed retelling. I don't think I need to retell it detailed, but I'll retell it. If I go back to being detailed, it'll be another 10 minutes. I got full iron things and working on a house. Nice, dude. Sounds like you made some good work then. So I was on my way back home from Walmart with my mom. I wanted to be a good son, so I went with her to Walmart today, get some shopping done before the holiday season kicks into full gear. And busy day, whatever. And as we're driving back home, we see a couple of cars passing by us on the other side of the road. We're on the right side, they're on the left, they're coming towards us, oncoming traffic. And they're flashing their lights at us, their headlights, and I'm like, what is that? What is it about? I'm like, maybe it's about a deer. Well, we get a little closer, and we see several cars lined up. It's like, okay, that's weird. But maybe it's okay, whatever. Maybe it's a wreck. And we get a little closer. And there we see it. Let's see. Which Minecraft song is this again? I forgot, but what I'm trying to say is if you mine deep slate with an unenchanted iron pickaxe, the breaking sound is on beat with the music. This one? For some reason I want to say Subwoofer Lullaby, and that's wrong. Pretty sure. Mice on Venus. Maybe. I don't remember. Anyway, wrapping up the story, we see it. It was a cow the entire time. And, Mice on Venus, yeah. It was a cow the entire time, just waltzing along the road. And, I got to call 911 over that. I think the dispatcher laughed a little bit, and, you know, I think that's totally fair. I was also having a hard time not laughing. It was pretty funny. They did send out people to go look at it, so that was mildly boring. I mean, I could retell it more detailed. It's just like I already did the full detailed explanation and dramatic and all that. There's unfortunately just not a whole lot to the story. You had the big suspense, and there I saw it. Yeah, it was just your mom. Sorry. Sorry you had to find out that way, dude. So yeah, today, this is the more interesting thing that I'm interested in anyway. Like, yeah, calling 911 was cool and all, but, you know, I'm more interested in Minecraft personally. We're working on the cave, and I'm gonna try to get the entrance built today. And so what I'm doing right now is just getting from there down to there. If we can get the main structure of the cave finished, though, soon, we could do the skulk on another day that's not King SMP week, just so we can focus on getting things done. Because I feel like this King SMP week has quickly become derailed, and I don't like it. You know, I wanna get things done. I really do. Hold up. Okay, holding up. What's up? I'm gonna switch back. All right, sounds good, dude. Sounds good. Let's see, what else can I talk about as well? I haven't gotten to do a lot today, sadly. It's been, like I said, a relatively tame day, but it's been kind of busy for me just because I was out for so long with my family. We've got, like, a little bit more housework to do. That's a thing. But, you know, it's almost done. So they've finished working on the porch, which is nice. There's a couple more lights to hang, and they're good. They're set. So I'm pretty hyped about that, not having to wake up really early to people, you know, drilling into the house. Let's see. Remember when I got that fake stack of diamond blocks that was really just renamed wool? I don't remember that, no. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember that. Maybe, I don't know. Is that not you? No. I don't remember that. I'm gonna be real. I'm trying to rack my brain, but I don't recall that. Let's see. Let me switch back. Feels good to be back. Nice. Let's go, Swiftu. And it's not lying for real. I sing another same energy meme. And Reg, on my stream, one of your gods, XD, gave us diamonds. Oh. Okay. Like real diamonds or wool? Okay, I gotcha. I'll watch that after stream ant. Let me throw that. Let's see. I wonder who that was. I could never guess. I don't recall it whatsoever, if I'm honest. So I don't know. It's Pi? Maybe. I don't think it was Pi though. I mean, Pi usually tells me when he does stuff. And he's trolling people because he thinks it's funny, so I don't know, maybe. Let's see. What was I saying? I don't remember. I was gonna say something. I was gonna tell you guys something, but I don't remember what. I don't know. I do not know. I guess I can say this much, and we've been talking about this a lot lately. Christmas season is here, and well, the holiday season in general. So if you don't celebrate Christmas, then you know you're still included in this conversation. Sit tight. You guys have any like any holiday traditions that you guys usually get up to around this time of year? You know, for me with Christmas and all that, we usually have a little bit. The sibling gift exchange is coming up. I need to wrap some presents for that. I was buying for my sister this year, and I think she was buying for me, if I remember correctly. There's 5 of us total, but then there's also like, you know, husbands and wives thrown in there, and that kind of makes it a lot more. There's a lot more variety there to buy for, and so what we opted to do is instead of buying small things for each of us or going broke on Christmas, we just all buy one thing for one person with a set budget. And so my sister and I got each other this year, which is nice because I actually do like shopping for my sister. She's easy to shop for. And I'd like to believe I'm easy to shop for as well, so it was good for her. She's had a busy year, so I'm sure she appreciated an easy list. But that's one thing we do. I'm pretty hyped about Christmas this year. It feels pretty good right now. I try to take some time off around the holidays whenever I can, but Christmas, it's always tough because I want to be there for my friends as well. I also want to be here for streams and such because I think Christmas is a good time of year. But it's always hard to be there for everything. And unfortunately, I'm probably just not gonna be online for most of Christmas time, I guess. Like it'll be a good thing, but it's also a little sad. I mean, I'll be look over here. Oh, you're over there. I'm gonna have to tear that down. What are you? What are you doing? Can I? Hang on. This is so bad. I'm sorry. Oh, I PvP that would do it. I'm sorry, Jorby. You continue on, dude. You continue on. But yeah, that's one thing we get up to. I'm gonna be also doing some. I'm gonna try to hang out with some friends. Hopefully, not like the day of Christmas because I'll be with family for that. But let me grab a charger. Hang on. But I you know, around the Christmas time while Christmas break is going on for a lot of my friends, because I don't get to see a lot of them because of all their school stuff going on and whatever. I do try to school and work keep people pretty busy, so if it's at all possible, I want to connect with as many people as humanly possible before January 1st hits because that's when the busy time comes back into play, and I don't know, I might be overselling how busy I'm gonna be, but I feel like I'm gonna be very, very busy come kind of a struggle to get to your base if you don't know the layout, literally me. I don't know if going up is the best option for you right now, I'm gonna be honest. But dot dot dot. Right, so you know, oh, hang on. Did I finish that thought? I think I did. Yeah, never mind, we're good. Yeah, that's just one thing we get up to for Christmas for me. And I have no clue what's normal, I guess, but I'd say that's relatively an average Christmas for most people, you know? I think gift giving is a huge part of it. It's definitely not the part of it, you know, like that is not the main part. I would say the main part is our meal. No, I'm kidding. The meal definitely is good though. My mom makes some really good food, okay? She makes some of the best mashed potatoes you've ever tasted. My dad makes some of the best green beans you've ever tasted. My mom also makes really, really good deviled eggs, I hear. Now, I don't like deviled eggs, so I can't really confirm or deny that, but I can say that everybody has had her deviled eggs say that they're the best. So, if that's your thing, then, you know, you need to meet my mom, I guess. But, you know, too bad, so sad for you, I guess, because none of y'all gonna get to meet her. Let's see. We're almost down. This is gonna kind of go crazy, I'm not gonna lie, because oh boy. I think I know how I want to do this. It's just really difficult to make it work. Also, I am so sorry for the ads. I didn't realize they were happening until it was too late. Too bad, it's so sad for you, I guess. Terrible timing, bro. Sob. Oh, no. I didn't see you died. Oh. That's terrible. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, things have been going good here, for me anyway. I think, you know, Christmas, for me anyway, is gonna be pretty good. I've tried to set myself up to be in some good positions this year and really enjoy my time. And I've tried my best to be open to, like, whatever's gonna happen in the new year as well. And to just take it with however it comes, because truth of the matter is, like, I could whine and complain that my life sucks however much I want. But it isn't gonna fix anything, you know? And, so my goal this year kind of is just, like, keep going with the flow. Whatever happens, happens, and whatever I don't like, I need to actually work to change instead of just complaining about it, you know? And so I think that's gonna set me up to be in a pretty good spot 2025, and so far it's worked throughout 2024 for the little bits I have used it, you know. One thing that's been bugging me lately is I don't know how to game develop and make games. So I'm going to spend a lot of time next year especially, but a little bit this year as well, working on games and trying to get to a point where I feel happy with it. And took my pants, bruh. You know, always go for the pants. They're very important. But yeah, I think, I don't know, I think complaining about things just without working towards a solution for it is always just going to make you a sad and miserable person, and I don't want to be sad and miserable, especially when it comes to things that I genuinely do want to do and make and such. So, it's time for me to stop complaining and start putting on my big boy pants, you know? We'll see what happens with that, but it's the plan anyway. Okay, so it kind of spirals down, which looks pretty sick, I think. Okay, ads are over. Nice, let's go. So I just gotta kind of figure out the cave system here. Give me a second while I think. I'm not gonna lie, I am really tired today. Last couple of days, it's just been rough. My body's been unable to stay hydrated, really, which is unfortunate. And you might be able to hear it a little bit. My throat is still kind of dead. So I'm a little bit concerned about that, but it is what it is, you know. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. So I guess what we'll do now is we'll probably start from up here. We'll just kind of do a little bit of a loop. We'll probably end up right about down here, and then we'll have a couple of like holes that you can look out into this space with. But we've got a pretty nice sized cave so far, I think. It's gonna look cool. Hopefully it's gonna look cool anyway. And I've got hiccups again. Without fail. Let's see. I've been pinged a lot. I'm just now looking. I'm so sorry. So many people DM'd me today asking about my status. And, you know, I should have thought about it. It is a little concerning. I thought the heart at the end of it just signified that it wasn't that bad, but you know, I should have thought about it a little bit more. Wait, whose pants are getting stolen? Jorby's. The zombie is a pant thief. And you know, I guess that's kind of fair. I also on occasion steal people's pants. Okay, we're good. I'll respond to the rest of those a little later. Oh, my girlfriend gave me my Christmas gift. I got some candy and food. Yo, candy is always a good one. That's usually my my go-to for somebody that I don't know super well. Cause usually you can get like somebody's favorite candy out of them like really easy. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had people give me candy and I love them for it, okay? You gotta understand, people who give me food, they make their way into my heart pretty quickly. Somebody gave me a bag of Reese's last year, like the mini cups. And I ate all of them myself in the course of like, was it a month or 2 months? I don't remember. But that every time I reached into that bag, I thought of them, okay? Like, you have to understand, this was a good thing. It was a really good gift for them to get me. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was very good. I don't want to handle this. Okay. If she's coming tomorrow morning, I'll give her the necklace tomorrow. Okay, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. We have a class with no exam tomorrow, so we don't have to come to the first half of the day. Oh. Okay. Nice. I'll take that, dude. That would be pretty nice. That would be pretty nice. I would not turn that down. Let's see. I don't know how my parents haven't noticed. I suspiciously have a basket of candy that came out of nowhere. The assumption that they haven't already put all the things together is a dangerous assumption, my friend. Parents have a way of knowing things before we tell them. And, there's a very good chance they already know. They are just waiting for you to tell them. But that's just a guess anyway. I don't know. Parents are weird. Some of them are like, they're all different, that's for sure. They are all different. They're the type of people to tell me about it or ask if they knew. You'd be surprised. How do you know that they haven't already tried asking? Like, they might not be forward about it. That's the thing. Parents will probe you for answers without, like, directly asking you for an answer. They can usually tell by the facial expressions and the word choices, usually. I'll tell you this, my mom, she can figure out what any of her kids are thinking or doing, usually, without even asking them. It's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. My mom forgot her name yesterday. That's irrelevant. That is irrelevant. My dad can't even remember most of his own kids' names, but he's able to put two and two together. Normal mom behavior, yeah. True. I'm not just hyping up moms either, let me be clear, okay? Moms can do, like, they just have superpowers. That is the truth. I wish I were joking, okay? Parents have flaws, but they ain't dumb. Yeah. They can tell when something's different about you. So, like, if you are generally speaking more happy today than you have been in other days, there's a good chance they already know. If you stay up late when you used to not stay up super late, and they hear you on the phone talking to other people or whatever, that's usually another sign for them. Parents clue in on things, and sometimes they eventually get so confident that they're willing to just tell you, and then they can be wrong. I've had that happen a couple of times. It's been funny. I don't know. They will eventually see it, and I'll say it's from her, and if they haven't connected the dots, they will. Yeah. I don't know. If it were me, I would just tell them. I think you're worried about nothing with telling them, to be honest. Because, like, maybe they would want to invite her over for Christmas or something. I don't know how your parents are. But, some parents really want to include, boyfriends and girlfriends in the family traditions because, you know, usually the intent is after you're dating, you know, you're eventually going to get married, and so if you have a lot of traditions, then it's nice to include people in those. I don't know, that's just me though. I know that's not, I know it's easier said than done. Let me clarify that. I know that's easier said than done, like to tell your parents, like, yo, I met this person. It's a little nerve-wracking. But at the end of the day, your parents do love you and they care about you, and I don't think they're going to necessarily care. I think they're going to be more happy for you than anything. I don't know. The longer you wait, the more likely they are to be upset. It's kind of odd to tell them I've been dating a girl for 3 months. They won't care. If you think your parents don't care about your love life, I think I think you might either you need new parents or you don't know your parents. Well, maybe your dad doesn't care. Your mom definitely does, though. Moms are all about getting up in your business, dude. But would it be more weird to tell them that you've been dating for 3 months or 4 months? Or 5 or 6 or 7, you know? Don't get me wrong, I get what you're saying, but would it have been more weird to say that you've been dating her for a week or 3 months? The longer you wait, the more weird it is all we're saying, you know? I mean, you can come up with excuses for your reasonings all you want. It doesn't make it right. I'm just saying. It's just saying they won't be mad, really. They might not be mad, but maybe a little disappointed that you didn't trust them with it. It might not even be that you don't trust them. It's just the fact that that's how it appears to them. That's how parents are going to perceive that. I don't know. Just some food for thought is all. Source for them to find out and think you kept it secret. That's true. Because that is the other thing. I don't know if your parents know who this girl is, but let's say they do perceive it as you keeping it a secret, like you know. Welcome to the server. Nolan, it's Nolan. Now I'm being guilt tripped into telling them they know her and like her. Okay. I was gonna say, if it seems like you're keeping it a secret, then they might be concerned who you're dating, because then it's like, well, do we know her? Is she a good person? Is this going to hurt my little Swiftu's heart? You know, that kind of stuff. But if they know of her already and they like her, then you're fine. I don't know. I'm just trying to tell you what I think from a parent's perspective. I'm not a parent, but I'd like to believe I'm pretty good at putting myself into a parent's shoes. And if my kid, you know, I want my kids to feel like they could talk to me about that stuff. I don't know. I really should tell them. I'm just waiting for a time. The time is never right. What would be a good time for you to tell them is the real question, I suppose. Are Swifties' parents called parentus or not? How are we feeling on this one? I don't know. I don't know. I was a parent once? Oh, really? Whoa. Hello. Hi, Nolan. I joked about calling my girlfriend Girloo. When it comes up in relationships. Does that topic ever come up? There'll never be a good time. You just gotta tell them you need to tell them something when they can talk, and that will be your time. I would say that's pretty pretty accurate, yeah. You know, it's very similar to telling somebody that you like them. People will always find an excuse to not tell the other person until they run out of excuses. And once you run out of excuses, it just kind of comes out all at once, and it's kind of desperate sounding. But yeah, I don't know. I if it were me, I think I would probably, you know, try not to put it off for as long as you can, because it'll just make it more awkward later, because then you'll go, well, you know, 7 months later down the road, I've been dating this one girl for over a year now, or, you know, whatever. Titles with an S. You're all good, Jorby. You're all good. I think there's another one. Is it slash prefix? Yeah. You can also do slash prefix. Also doesn't work. It does. You're just wrong. I'm not scared to say it. Okay, I will say that loud and clear. Let's see. Boom. Shows as red, but it works. Yep. Yep. Let's see. I don't know. Relationships are fun. They're weird, but they're fun. You just do your best to, you know, try to make the other person happy, and whatever happens, happens. That is like a horrible philosophy on relationships. Whatever happens, happens is like, to some degree, kind of right, but it's like also not right at all. You shouldn't just kind of let it sit in the back seat and do whatever it does, kind of deal. But you know, at the same time, you shouldn't have to force it, is what I was trying to say with that. It should be able to kind of coast, because it's not something that you have to babysit. You don't have to babysit your love life, you know? It just kind of grows and does what it does without you having to take action. Sort of. And there is some amount of action you need to take, but most of it should be able to grow on its own. Okay. I need more stone. So much more stone. Okay, we'll take 3 more boxes and we'll just get right to it. I got a headache already. This is gonna suck. I don't know. Something is wrong. I can feel it. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'm sick. But at the same time, with me being dehydrated all the time and having a headache the last couple of days with a little bit of a sore throat, it's not looking good, is it? I don't feel bad. I just don't feel good. Like, does that make any sense? I don't know. I'll know for sure tomorrow, because usually it's like those first couple of days, it's like, whatever. That next day, though, it's like, oh. I don't feel so good, and then I'm dying, you know. I feel like I do get, to some degree, I get the man flu. And it's not fun. It is not fun. I always get a sort of social spidey sense, you feel me? Like with sick stuff? Yeah, I get that. Being able to feel like when something is wrong and such. Or just eat my M&Ms and think on this one. Alright, sounds good, dude. Enjoy the M&Ms, definitely. Let's see. Are we already an hour in? We are. Wow. Okay. I get a non-physical tingle when something's wrong. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about to some degree. I do know sort of what you're talking about. I've had people like who have died. And like you can feel it almost. And like you might not be in the same area. You might not even be in the same state, but you can feel it. You know? You can feel it. I've had that happen a lot over my lifetime. And so I definitely do kind of get that sense that you're talking about, where it's like I can feel it, something is wrong, and I don't know what, but something is wrong. And then like next thing you know, you get the news, and it's like, man, that suddenly makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh no. I'm gonna do a pro technique. You ready? Don't tell anyone. It's called digging straight down for real. Lol. Lol. I need to stop saying it. It's... I don't know, I always type LOL. And I'd like to believe I only say LOL, but I've been saying LOL a lot, and I don't know how to feel about it. Jorby's ping right now? Oh, dude. I mean, that's not awful, I guess. It's not great, but it's not awful. You have 174. Oh, it's 177. That's bad. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it is a little unstable, sure, but everybody's ping is generally speaking high, because it's actually a European server that you're tunneling into through a US proxy. Just eat my M&Ms, and if she sees me eating them and asks, I'll just tell her it's meant to happen, it'll happen. That's... well... yes, but also, like, no. I don't know, I think you might be banking on too much happening there, but, what if you were meant to make it happen? Yeah, that's kind of my thought, too. I mean, I'm not trying to bully you into anything either, so, too, let me just make that clear. I do think you should do whatever you're most comfortable with here, because if you rush into it, you don't want to make it sound bad or anything. I do think you need to be willing to go out of your comfort zone with this as well. But at the same time, I'm not gonna like push you into doing something, especially if you really, really, really think it's a bad idea. But I don't think it is a bad idea personally. Let's see. Well, crap, he has a fair point. What version is the server on now? 1.21.3. We want to update it soon to 0.4, but gotta wait on plugins and all that kind of crap, so it'll be a little bit. Okay. We'll smooth this out and make it look a whole lot more natural a little later. I just need to get it all down. Okay. Argument, dang, you got him. You got him. We need coal bad. Mine. That's crazy. Gosh, Derek. Derek, you said that you turned 16, didn't you? I think you did. I think I saw that in Discord earlier. If you did, happy birthday. Congrats on making it 16 rotations around the planet. That's actually kind of hard to do these days. So, you know, congrats. Nope, it said 6. Are you sure? Now I gotta go look. It says 16. What are you on about? What are you on about, dude? Dang. It was a joke, King. Listen, man, you had me going for a second. Cause, like, listen, man, I have really bad dyslexia sometimes. Maybe he was joking. I don't know. So I needed to know for sure. Was it true? Have a great stream, King. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. Okay. What does my ping look like on your end, King? 70. 70 right now. That's not bad at all. I have the best ping. Yeah, you're probably... let me think. Where are we hosting this? Is it... I don't know if I should say where I'm hosting the server. Because I don't want to dox you. Not that it would dox you, but, like, technically you could, like, theoretically get a closer read on where you'd be. But, the US proxy we're on, it would put you, like... put you in a pretty good spot, honestly. The only thing you have to worry about is if you're European at this point, because then you're getting double ping. You get whatever you have going to the proxy, and then whatever you have sending across the ocean again. So it would be kind of like really crappy, but if you're not European, you don't have to worry about anything. Like your life, dang. That's crazy, dude. Okay, I'm thinking right about here-ish, well... I don't know. I'd kind of like to have a cave hook up from here elsewhere as well. You have a cave that runs down to the other cave down there. You guys can't see it, but there's a cave back there. That would be kind of nice. There's supposed to be a crystal cave we add at some point. I'd like to add that as a hook in, but we'll figure that out later. Right now, what we've got on this side is a lot of stuff, and I gotta figure out how I want it all hooked up. I don't know. Anyone need any help? Not yet. Not yet. I think I'm gonna take a break from this for a little bit. I'm not really certain what my next step is yet. But we have a lot of the entrance figured out, which is good. And we'll do a lot with the skulk later on, so I'm just gonna leave it all plain stone if we can, until I'm ready to add the skulk. I just don't know really how to play base game Minecraft anymore. That's fair. I don't know, I hate modded. I can't get into it. I've really tried. But I really can't enjoy it. It just doesn't make sense to me. I respect people who do enjoy it. It's just I can't get into it. But I love base game, you know. To be fair, I suppose the way I play Minecraft really isn't average, nor is it for really the faint of heart either, I guess. You know, I play Minecraft a little more aggressively than most people do, I guess. I don't know. I like Minecraft. I like building things, and you know, all the block opportunities you get with all the block opportunities you get with modded, you know, there is a lot, but I just find myself being drawn to the classic blocks because that's what I know. If it was all added slowly over time to a mod pack, I probably would be okay, but the fact that it's like suddenly boom, you have all these new blocks, it's like I don't know, I know what I like, and what I like right now are these blocks. And I do see myself doing that often even with new blocks. I don't use them a whole lot. This is like the first time I've ever used Deep Slate in a build ever, I think. Same thing with Calcite. Both were added in the same update, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least around the same time period. And this is my first time actually messing with it. And I think it looks okay. You know, but that shows you really how long it takes me to get to the point where I actually use anything that comes out, I guess. I am thinking of ways I could use resin. I think that's going to be a cool block to use. Maybe. We'll see. Most of the mods I use is not for building, it's for making things like new tools or machines. See, I can't get into the new tools and machines. I don't know, they just don't feel like Minecraft to me. And I get, like, everybody has their own definition of what Minecraft feels like. It just doesn't feel like it to me. I was worried about the auto crafter, I'm not gonna lie. I think the way they added it was the most Minecrafty way possible, though. So props to Mojang for that. But I have a hard time with, what do you call it? With things like, for example, what is the mod? It's not Industrial Revolution. I don't think that's what it's called. But I can't think of what it's called. But it has like all the, is it inductive engineering maybe? I don't know. It has like all those different like power sources and stuff. I just can't get into it. I really wish I could, but I can't. I don't know. The girlfriend is not coming tomorrow morning. That's fair. I don't blame her one bit. She gets Christmas Friday. Nice. Everything isn't Minecrafty till you get used to it, like the Warden. Most un-Minecrafty thing ever. Now it's a staple. I don't know. I never really got the vibe that it wasn't Minecrafty. I felt like it actually fitted perfectly. One thing I felt like was un-Minecrafty, and I'm still kind of debating whether or not I even like it, is down here. These things. Stalactites and stalagmites. I don't know how I feel about them. They still don't look right to me, if I'm honest. The Warden, though, I've as far as I remember anyway, I've always been a huge supporter of the Warden. I think the Warden was single-handedly, you know, quite, in my opinion anyway, one of the best features they've added in a very long time, even though it does, like, 0. I don't know. I think, like I said, everybody has a different definition of what Minecrafty is to them as well. You know, the creaking felt off to me. I don't know, again, I felt like the creaking was perfect. I also tend to just play with mostly horror mods because all they do is add a mid-level boss. I don't know, I don't get what the boss thing, to be honest. I have a whole hot take about that. For the last time, the Warden is a mid-game boss that you could theoretically defeat with stone tools. I don't know, is it even really a boss? I don't even think you're supposed to fight it, like... I don't know, it feels wrong to call it a boss. Seems too complicated in design, but I like it now. I don't know, I mean, like, people were probably saying that about Enderman, too. I mean, a mob that you look at and it kills you, that's crazy. I don't know. I feel like it was perfectly in line with the Enderman in terms of complexity. Actually, it's less complex in my opinion than the Enderman. Um, because like it doesn't pick up and move blocks like that. That's I don't know. I feel like if anything, it would be less complex than a lot of other mobs that we have in the game, especially as of recent. I mean, well, maybe not as of recent. I mean, it's less complicated than the Warden, that's for sure. Let's see. Uh, a mini boss like the Elder Guardian. I think the Wither and the Ender Dragon are the only bosses, as they're the only one with boss bars. Technically speaking, yeah, if you go by that definition of boss bar, but I would also say that would include raids then as a boss, which feels weird to me. The creaking will work once they fix the code to allow it to kill you when you look at the ground. I don't know. I think the creaking works fine. I think people are expecting too much out of Mojang in terms of difficulty. People keep saying Minecraft is too easy, but I don't think it was ever meant to be hard. And then anytime Mojang does do anything to make the game harder, people complain and whine and a whole bunch of other things that I'd really like to not say. Although I think for the most part, people are okay with them removing raid farms, which has been pretty nice. Although they haven't really removed it, they've just made it more of a pain in the butt to build. That's really your main issue with Minecraft right now is totems being farmable is so broken, especially for hardcore, because those are usually the people who are saying Minecraft is too easy or whatever, and then they proceed to die still somehow. But I don't know, I die all the time. I don't think Minecraft is a game about needing to be hard, though. See, I think the mob votes are stupid, and they could add all the mobs in without trouble because of mods can add so many unique mods. Why is it such a problem with an actual funded company? Because that's not how game development works. Because see, they have to make textures. They have to actually code the whole behavior of the mob. They have to do the research and the gameplay balancing. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. Mojang doesn't like half bake a mob, really. I mean, like, are they gameplay changing? No, but like the sniffer, for example, it is as balanced as it gets when it comes to a mob, in my opinion. There is a little you have to actually go find like the egg, and then you actually go and use the egg later, and it gets you some flowers. It's not that difficult to obtain, and it's not that difficult to breed, and what it gives you is something that's not really all that, like, it's not something you're going to need a lot of unless you need a lot of it. But it is an adorable mob. It is a very unique mob in terms of its mechanics. There's, well, besides turtles, I can't think of any other mob that has an egg that hatches. It is... Is it the only mob that digs? I know technically turtles, again, do dig, but they don't really dig. They don't dig for items. So you have that. So they added a new mechanic there. They, like I said, the textures are kind of different. The animation was very good. It's enough to keep their art team busy, basically, so that they can do some work on that while they're waiting for more stuff from the QA department, not QA, sorry, research and development, R&D department. what balancing was needed with the glow squid. They could have just added it as an afterthought and then done the mob vote with the other two. Well, you gotta consider drop rates, spawn rates. The scale of that update was already way too big. I mean, we've established that. Because that was Caves and Cliffs, right? They didn't even finish Caves and Cliffs for like almost 3 years, really. I mean, a lot of that was due to the fact that they scrapped some of their original ideas for the Warden and put it into the Ancient City instead. But, but you also gotta look into, like, what is the team actually doing, you know? Yes, Mojang is a multi-billion, well, not multi-billion-dollar company themselves, but they are funded by a multi-billion-dollar company. I get that. That is a frustrating thing when you look at it from that scale of, like, why aren't we getting more updates? Well, they're only getting so much money from Microsoft. Microsoft doesn't just pump money into them endlessly. They have to make merchandise sales. They have to make marketplace sales. They have to do this and that. Their ads are not starting at 30 seconds. Shut up, Botnog. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, so you gotta look into, like, what kind of money they're bringing in. Game sales do count, but I would imagine that it's pretty minuscule compared to their other things, because people don't need to buy Minecraft anymore. Most people already have it. I doubt there's a huge player base every day that's, you know, buying more accounts, you know? So you gotta look at it from that fact. Microsoft isn't going to pump in a bunch of money unless it's bringing them in enough money. So there's that. You need to look at the scale of updates and the team sizes. Mojang probably has there's two versions of the game they're developing. So you also got to take into account that they're not all working on one version of the game, which we can argue all day on whether that's stupid or not. And I do agree it is kind of stupid, but we all know that if they were to axe one version of the game, it would be Java. So it's not stupid. We want Java to stay alive. So, you know, all of their employees who they have, they're split between two versions of the game. And their job is to make sure that those two versions of the game don't contradict each other, first off, but also that they feel the same. And that's a really hard task on two different code bases across, what is it, like 8 different devices or something like that. And that's only including mobile as one, I believe. So, you know, they have a really, really big task. I think it's unfair to say that they should be able to add all these mobs when they're also doing a full-scale update on top of that. Modders can do it in one day because they're not in charge of polishing. Mojang already comes up with the idea for them, so modders, you know, they're not really doing anything unique necessarily. They're borrowing code from other mobs, usually. Mojang usually builds a whole new system around that for new pathfinding mechanics and whatever. And they don't have to think about optimization necessarily. Where Mojang, they need to optimize every little thing in order to keep it all running smooth. Because let's say you do 5 different mob votes, right? And you don't optimize each of those mobs perfectly, then what's going to end up happening is you're going to have a really laggy game. And they still do optimize from time to time because they want the game to be as smooth as possible for all 8 of those devices, you know? So, yes, modders can do it all in one day, and they can add all the mobs. But they're not doing the full job Mojang is. And Mojang, yes, they have, you know, however many employees they have, but not all of them are in charge of working on one mob, for one. They're not working on the mob vote entirely. They're working on a full-scale update. Most of them are. And the ones that aren't are probably working on, they're probably, well, you gotta look into the teams, I guess, as well. That's the other thing. There's your support team. They don't touch the base game for updates. They just don't. You got your art team. They make the game look pretty, sound pretty, and maybe occasionally they make or help with the marketing team. Sure, why not? You got the marketing team. That's another one that's like very important. They don't touch the base game. They don't update it. That's not their job. You've got, they help with the idea phase a lot of times. They go, what's the big feature in that so we can market it? Well, what if we did this instead and made it more appealable? You actually have your development team then. You've got your board who probably doesn't do a whole lot, but they do stuff. But their job is to sit there at the end of the day and make sure that their teams are running. There's a lot of moving parts in these companies that we don't see, and a lot of red tape that makes them have to do it a certain way. So I think it's unfair to say Mojang is lazy or slow, you know? I think that basically, I think, is everything I needed to say about that. But there's a lot more that goes into mob making than just quickly throwing it together and saying, yep, that's good. They also had to touch the normal squid after they did the glow squid, because you had an issue with squid spawning way too low, and so they had to differentiate that, which is like only a couple of lines of code, sure, whatever. But then you have the glowing ink sac. Okay, well, we made a new item, that's fine. You can copy most of that code easy enough. But what about how we use it? Well, we need to make it so that it glows on signs. That's new. That's a whole new piece of code, and I could see that having a lot of issues easily if not implemented in the right way, anyway. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about that, I would say. Do you want to comment on the leak for the next update, or the teaser, I guess, because it was officially from Mojang? I've not heard anything about it. I've heard a lot of people grumbling or saying something about seasons coming to Minecraft, but I haven't seen anything official from them about it. So if there's a leak, I could take a look. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of leaks, but if it is officially from Mojang, then I'm usually of the mind that I can look. So long as it's not like another Minecraft.net sort of deal. I hate that happens when like it publishes a little too early and then people run with it and spread it crazy. You know, it's like clearly they didn't mean to publish that yet. I don't know, it's in the WhatsApp chat. Oh, I hate WhatsApp. I'm not. There's 4 emojis they sent to tease the next update. Oh, what did they send? Here, I'll just Google it. I'll send a screenshot. Okay, that's good. I'll just look at your screenshot then. I don't know. I'm not a Mojang defender. Let me just specify this. I'm not a Mojang defender. They do some things I don't like, but I'm not gonna bash them for something that's not their fault. I think the mob vote was fine. The community just really has no idea what goes on behind the scenes to actually make games work. I don't know. That's just me. I say that as a non-game developer. Like, it looks easy to me, but I've tried it. I can't do it. I definitely can't. So, let's see. What do you got here, Swifto? I wondered if we get any teasers about the next update. Answer. Got a little, like, what is that? A rose? Pink tulip? Something like that. Another flower. A sun. And a calendar. So, a lot of people have been running with that and saying seasons. That could be due to a time, though. Sun could be Sunday. You got a calendar right there. That could be, what do you call it? Just saying that it's a day and time. You got flowers though. Flowers could be like Mother's Day. It could be Valentine's Day even. It could just be saying it's Sunday in the springtime. That would be my guess. I don't think they'd be as blatant about seasons like this, personally. I mean, I'm not against seasons. I just don't know how that would work with the base game. I think it would be beautiful, but I do wonder what that would do to the game and maybe it wouldn't be great. I don't know. They'd have to be careful about how they do it. People have also been saying it just means maybe spring update near spring. I mean, that's my guess, honestly. They'll probably be doing a spring update, a winter update. They might even do summer and fall, but our next Minecraft Live is supposed to happen in Q1 2025. So we'll probably get an announcement of when it's going to happen sometime in January, if I had to guess. And then in February, it might be in February. I don't know. We'll probably see the actual Minecraft Live show happen in February. And then in March, we'll probably start seeing snapshots for the next update. You'll be seeing a lot of Minecraft updates from here on out. I don't know. And we might be seeing a big update coming out as well in the summer. I don't know. I think a lot of people were upset with the size of 1.21.4. But honestly, I thought it was fine. And I think what they're going to do for the overworld updates from now on is pretty much they're all going to be small, one biome kind of deals, but just to try to make the world feel a lot more alive, do these smaller updates. And then they're going to say... I don't know. I think... Yeah, they'll do these smaller updates, the 1.21.5, 1.21.6, 1.21.7. They'll be doing those with small biomes, small changes to the overworld. Your next big update, 1.21.2. Oh my gosh, hello. Okay, well that guy's dead. I have so many of these. David, a Minecraft dev, did say, replying to someone saying we already knew it would be an update in spring. It's normal. He said it would, if it was something you already knew, it wouldn't be a teaser. That's true. And to a counterpoint there, I think he's just throwing a red herring. Personally, I think it makes perfect sense to me anyway. That he's just trying to throw us off the trail. It's going to be in spring, but we didn't know really that it was going to be in spring. It was theorized, but it was either going to be spring or summer. Those were our two options. We don't know anything about when they're updating the game. That's all theories. Can you almost safely assume it? Yes. But can you 100% guarantee it? No. So I think it's kind of unfair, personally, to imply that. One thing it could be... Hang on. Let me see. When is Valentine's Day this year? It's Friday, okay. See, the flowers, February 14th. It could be the weekend of Valentine's Day. They might be hosting a thing. Because that would make sense, because the flowers could be Valentine's Day. The sun could be Sunday on the calendar. The 16th of February, maybe? Because was the last Minecraft Live on a Sunday? I want to say. So if they're going to be hosting these on Sundays all the time, then I think they could just be saying the next Minecraft Live is on the 16th. That's that might be my theory. I don't know though. That's just a guess. Question, do I need to keep StreamerBot open for it to work? Yes. StreamerBot runs on your PC. So the bot account actually is running in the background of your computer. So you'll want to keep that open whenever you're using it. Minecraft should pull a wrapper thing and just drop something. Just drop an update with no build up. I don't think it would get the hype that they want. Got it. Thanks. No problem, dude. No problem. The problem that you run into with that Swiftu is, like, for example, the cape. So many people don't even know that the cape exists. Or how to get it. They've been relying on YouTubers to do it. And I don't think YouTubers would really hype it up as much. Like, some would log on immediately and start making a video about it, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if it would get the hype that it needs in order to really make people go, wow, this is really good. They need to make something. The whole thing with Minecraft Live is it gets people to buy stuff usually. So they showcase merchandise in there, they showcase marketplace maps, things like that. But you know, they're trying to drive traffic to other places with the Minecraft Live. So it wouldn't surprise me if they just physically cannot do something like that. I don't know. I mean, like, for example, another thing is, like, for your point, like, the death of Slim Shady or whatever, that was kind of just dropped out of the blue. I mean, we knew he was working on an album, but he just kind of just threw it out there, right? I don't know. To me, it didn't stick with me very long. You know what did stick with me? Linkin Park coming back. There was a lot of hype going on behind the scenes. There was a lot of rumors. And then they made an announcement, hey, we're doing something. We can't really tell you what, but we're doing something on this day. If you're in this area, come here. And then, you know, like, something did happen, and it was a big show, and now they did a comeback tour, and, you know, they hyped it up perfectly. I will always remember that. I'm not, and I, in fact, do often forget that Eminem dropped another album. It wasn't made out to be a big enough deal, in my opinion. And I know that's part of his brand is just he doesn't really do all the crap that other people do. But I don't know, it's not gonna stick with me the same. It's a comeback, of course. It's big. Well, M's new album was kind of mid. I don't know. I liked it. There was a lot of good stuff on it. It's just, I don't know. It wasn't, in my opinion, memorable because he didn't build up any memories to go with it. You know, there was no "I was there" kind of deal. I feel like that's what companies, that's what personalities, that's what brands should be focusing on, is making the "I was there" moments. And I just feel like they don't do that like they used to. There's a lot of bad stuff like Temporary. Okay, I'm banning you, dude. You shut your filthy little mouth. Temporary was actually like the best song on there. You are simply wrong. You could have said anything, like Road Rage. Road Rage was utter garbage, okay? I could have gotten behind you and I would have followed you into the fires of Mount Doom on that one, dude. But Temporary, nah, dude, that's like actually one of the best. Temporary was really good. Save Me was good, but I think, you know, it just relies on the fact that, you know, Jelly Roll is actually kind of good. What are some of the other ones I like off of there? I liked the first one. What was it called? Renaissance, I think. Brand New Dance was good. And I have to pull up the whole list in order to really remember. That's the thing, though. Like, it's not memorable. I like some of the songs. I just don't really, like, remember them. Eminem. It's definitely how you spell it. Okay. I liked Renaissance. I liked Brand New Dance. I liked Antichrist, actually. There was a lot of skits on there, or it felt like there was a lot of skits. Maybe there wasn't really. Guilty Conscience 2 is good. Temporary was good. I liked Toby. I thought it was kind of cringy, but I kind of liked it. Somebody Save Me was good. If his daughter wasn't on it, it wouldn't be good. That's the only reason people are lying to themselves about it being good. Nah, dude. I'd listen to it if it was anyone else singing in it. It plays into the role of, like... It plays into his actual humanity, you know? I like that about a real person, you know? Somebody who actually is real and wants to keep it real with you for a second and say, like, hey, I actually have a real life and, you know, I struggled and you know, my kids, they you know, they were my inspiration to get me through that. Houdini, I completely missed that on here. Yeah, Houdini was good. I actually do listen to that one on a very regular basis. I think about it a lot, actually. Admiral can confirm I actually do rap it sometimes, even. I don't remember Bad One. I don't remember Head Honcho, really. I don't like Road Rage at all. I'm not a huge fan of JID anyway, so Jid, whatever his name is. I'm not a huge fan of him, so I don't like Fuel. I don't really remember Lucifer. Head Honcho is just as bad as Road Rage. Road Rage was only actually kind of bad because of one dude, and I don't know who it was. But it just didn't sound right, like, at all. Like, if somebody else was singing it, it probably would have been fine, but it just sounded like he was shredding his vocal cords over it. I don't know, that's just me. It's Wholesome and his daughter is there. There wasn't a stick-out song like Rap God Stan. I mean, here's the thing. The reason we remember those songs in specific, though, is because of nostalgia as well, like... And also, on top of that, they were historic in some regards. Like, Rap God, that song, 6 minutes, for one, but it is also his fastest rapped song ever, you know? Or at least it was. I don't know if he ever beat it. And yeah, he kind of made up a couple of words, but technically speaking, he was also making fun of somebody because of that. That's what the whole point of that line was. So, like, the reason that song took off and why we remember it so much is he was roasting a bunch of people the entire time, but also he, you know, he made some amount of history with it. There was a lot of social media challenges that went alongside it as well, if I remember correctly. People were trying to rap it, and they couldn't. And it was you know, people were trying to be able to become him. Stan, I mean, that one's just so good anyway. It's hard to reach your peak again. I wouldn't say that that's his peak. I think Lose Yourself might be like peak Eminem writing personally. But Stan has that storytelling aspect. It has a real, again, it shows his humanity to some degree of something that he's dealt with in the past, you know. It's not, he said that that's not something that's exactly happened to him, I think, but he, you know, it's what he feels like happens to him all the time. People who get too close and think that they're really something they're not. And, you know, I think that's why Stan did so well, though, is, you know, we've all got a Stan out there somewhere, probably. I mean, I do. I have a lot of Stans out there. And they're scary. They're terrifying. Let's see. There's not a standout song. Houdini almost hit that. I would say Houdini was definitely the standout song out of all of them, in my opinion. And that's simply because he started calling out everybody. He, you know, he said a lot of things that's the truth about Eminem. People like him because he's offensive. People like him because he says things that they feel inside but they don't express. That's why people really like him. If we're honest, you know, he kind of pointed his finger at the world and said, "You all are getting a little ridiculous. Let me break it down for you." And just like that, he's back. And you know, I think that's why Houdini did as well as it did. But in my opinion, I don't associate Houdini with that album at all, because they came out so separate from each other. And I know that's how singles work, but it didn't feel like there was a steady feed of singles to keep me anticipating this album drop or anything. If it were me, he marketed Houdini really well, actually. He marketed that song so well. But the rest of it, it didn't hit the marketing, in my opinion. It's good, just not quite there. Head Honcho is just as bad as Road Rage. It's the one that goes on the Head Honcho. Money comes through my throat. I don't remember that, to be honest. I still think Kendrick's album was the best of the year. Maybe Tyler's album beats it, but Kendrick's album was a physical masterpiece. It was a standout, but it wasn't as big as a standout. I mean, true. And I think I would blame that on marketing, to be honest. Like, there were good songs on there, but they didn't really make anyone feel anything necessarily. You know, I will always feel something because of what Linkin Park did with a lot of their stuff. And again, you can say that's because it was a comeback, but I mean, they built a whole moment around it. Debuted a brand new song with a brand new singer. They utilized that moment. They took it and they made it theirs. And I will always remember the Emptiness Machine, and I will remember the things I felt during that time. And the hype that followed after they released Heavy as the Crown, and then Over Each Other. And, you know, I really love the song Cut the Bridge, even though it didn't have a special release. It's just a standout song. But the hype around the album is what got me there. And that's the thing. I just think hype is everything. That is everything. But yeah, I haven't listened to Kendrick or Tyler's new album. I'm not a huge fan of Tyler, the Creator, honestly, and I haven't really heard enough Kendrick to really have an opinion on him. If you have time, listen to Kendrick and Tyler's album. It's like 1 hour for each one. 2 of the best albums ever. Will restore your faith. Okay, I'll think about it. Maybe I will. I don't know. I've been busy lately. I'm almost done. I've been rewatching Kit's 12-hour stream because I missed like all of it. And so I felt bad, and I wanted to I want to be like present and like, you know, actually supportive. And I've been given like this unique opportunity to actually do that. And so with Kit having her streams on YouTube and being close to monetization there, I've just been kind of grinding out the 12-hour stream over the last couple of weeks, or days, sorry, not weeks. I've been grinding out Kit content in general the past couple of weeks, but the past couple of days, I've been rewatching the 12-hour stream, and I'm almost done. But once that's done, maybe I'll have some extra time. I can listen to some new music and see. I don't know. I have a lot of music that I've been trying to get through. I have a playlist of songs that I haven't listened to yet or haven't put into a playlist yet that I feel confident with. And so I have 977 songs, which equals out to about 59 hours and 40 minutes, sorry. And it ranges from things like Rachel Platten and Michael Jackson to Coldplay and Daughtry and the Motley Crue. It's got Taylor Swift on here even. Some of these playlists, like, you know, it ranges way back clear into May 2021. I have songs on here that I just haven't decided what to do with yet. And it's got things as new as 1 day ago. 5 days ago, I added all of the Avid album to it. Because I want to figure out where I want to put all that stuff. So I don't know. I've got a lot of music I do need to get through at some point. I might add some of that there. We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a huge, like, Tyler, the Creator fan. I kind of understand some of the appeal, but I don't know. I've never really felt anything from his music, to be honest. So it might just not be for me, and that's okay. One band that I think they don't market themselves nearly well enough, but they are a good band, and unfortunately, because they don't market themselves enough, they just try to rely on their name, I think. They get overlooked nowadays, is Coldplay. Their newest album wasn't bad. And if you took a look at some of their tour footage, like, their tour looked sick. Like, it looked like it could have been a really good time. Their new album, though, like I said, wasn't bad. I actually, like, some of the songs were okay. They were kind of like a snooze fest, but some of them were, like, really good as well. Like, I really like Eterna. I liked, Feels Like I'm Falling in Love. I like, what was it called? There's another one that I really like from them. It has a very similar vibe as Falling in Love, but I can't remember what it is. You Got All My Love. It's not at all the same vibe. My bad. Same titles, I guess, sort of. But I really enjoyed that one. You know, I think they could do with a whole lot more marketing, in my opinion, but they just don't. They don't market themselves. Which, you know, fair enough, I guess. When you're Coldplay, I suppose you could do whatever you want, but they are not what they used to be. That's also true. I don't know. The world is one big marketing game. That's what I've learned from my time on Twitch, on YouTube, on anything really, just in the world. You're all competing for the same thing, and that's somebody's attention. Whether you like a girl, whether you are just trying to sell a product, whether you're trying to get a job, you know, all you're doing is marketing. That's everything. Everything you're doing is marketing yourself or marketing a product. And you want to get really, really good at that, because that, like I said, that is everything everybody does. So you gotta be a better marketer than the rest of the world. And I think some people are better at it than others. And I feel like I'm decent enough at marketing, but I could be better. And I don't mean marketing in the traditional context anymore now either. Like I said, you know, the world is about marketing yourself. It's no longer about what you do necessarily. What you do does affect how you can market yourself because, well, it's what you do. So it's a chip. It's a piece, a gambling piece, not a gambling piece, a leverage piece, sorry. I don't know. I could probably drop a couple more hot takes, but I think you guys are probably sick of me, you guys are probably sick of me giving my hot takes. I've defended the Mojang developers, I've explained my take on Eminem's album. And then I kind of shattered the reality of the world with marketing. Yay. I don't know. There's a lot of things that could be said at this point, but I think sometimes the most valuable thing I could say is nothing at all. I don't know if that's relatable or not, but it feels relatable to me. Like, I could say every word in the dictionary, you know? But it doesn't really mean anything. And, like, you kind of hear that and you're like, well, no, it could mean something. But no, it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything, like... So what? I said every word once. But it put together, like, it's just a nothing burger. I'm just saying everything in alphabetical order. Oh my gosh. And, you know, sentences have a lot of meaning. You know, each of those words are made up of word. Each of those one words that you say are they have a definition of 3 or more words to add on to it, you know? So I think it's interesting, you know. It's interesting to think about all the things I could say and do and the things I choose not to say and do. I don't know, it's way too early to be philosophical right now, okay? It's way too early. I need to take a break soon. I think ads will be playing here in a couple minutes, hopefully. If not, I'll just run them myself. But I need more water and I need to shut up. Like, man, I'm losing my voice. Like, I know it's coming up. I don't want to lose it because tomorrow I have 2 more streams for King SMP week. And then I have to get through a Monday stream, but I'll have Sunday off. I'll have Sunday off. I'll be yapping a lot on Saturday, but if I lose my voice, then I'll power through it. It'll be okay. Okay, do I like that? I don't know, I think this needs to be wider here, so... just widen it as much as we can. Okay, so if I were to... how wide do I want it to be, like... probably out 2 more blocks, maybe 3, like so. Let's try that. How would that look? Okay, that's not terrible. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Like that. Okay. Okay, that's not terrible. That is not terrible. Okay, okay. I don't know, I'm gonna take a break from this project. We'll go work on trees, probably. And that'll kind of fix things up, hopefully, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. We will see. In the meantime, I will go ahead and quickly take a quick break. Grab some more water and, oh, hopefully, hopefully, we can get something done today. I've been trying to cross off something on the to-do list every day this week, for King SMP week. And so, like, right now, it's not looking like I'm gonna be able to cross anything off. So I might go and do some rocks and bushes and maybe do the pathway and finish that up. And that would give me a couple of things to cross off. Alternatively, I could just keep powering through the cave and hope I get the entrance done today, and that would give me a cross off as well. I don't know, there's a lot here. There's a lot here. Or I could go over to the Nordic village and add some things there. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. I will be right back. And when I come back, I will see you guys. But I just need to get more water because I'm thirsty. So I'll see you guys here in about like 3 minutes or so. And yeah, it'll be a time. All right, see you soon. Alright, I'm back. How's it going, guys? Oh, ads are done. Right on time. I am tired. I am very, very, very tired, but I hope you're all doing well. Okay, I just remembered. Well, I didn't remember on my own, okay? My mom told me that we're going to the doctor tomorrow. I forgot. Well, she didn't say that we're going. She just asked if I was still okay with going. So that's a thing. I got like 11 hours until then, so a little bit of time to kill, and then we're gonna go shopping after that, so it'll be a good time. I'm not gonna stay up. I just realized that made it sound like I'm planning on staying up until we go. I'm not doing that. No, gosh, no. Ew. But I will be probably going to bed early tonight at least, which will be good. Welcome to the server, Jensen. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's sleep. And then I need to work on some trees. Or at the very least getting resources for the trees. Or, well, decisions, you know? Okay. What do we need? What do we need? So I have the boxes over here. We need leaves, we need dark oak. Okay, let's go. Let's go refill these boxes. This will get us at least a little bit. It'll kill a little bit of time. Hopefully it will anyway. Okay, I am looking a little bit blue. I need to... I wonder... Okay. I'm gonna do something with my face cam and add a slight filter to it. Well, I can't do that. It's gonna say... It needs, like, a color correction added to it. And it needs a little bit more saturation, not much. Just a bump in that. And then it needs a slight, like, not a hue shift like that. But it needs, like, the other way. Where's red? A very, very slight boost on the reds. Not like that, but kind of like that, you know? I'll mess around with that later, but that is a thing I need to do at some point. It's fine. Wait, what? Swiftu, has your name always had an S at the end? Swiftus? I could have sworn it didn't have an S at the end. I'm sorry, I just looked back over at your name and I realized it has an S now. When did it have an S? I'm sorry. Anyway, we're gonna get back to this. Oh. So we'll cut down... We'll not cut down trees. Well, we will cut down trees. We're also gonna shave the trees. We're gonna do some fun stuff here. But it'll hopefully get us all the materials we need for more trees. I don't know if we'll do more trees today. I don't know, I'm starting to get sick of trees, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely do want to try to get those done off stream. But they take so long. 1 second. I have been sneezing a decent amount today. I don't like facing the facts of the situation, guys, but they're not looking so good, you know? Maybe I'm not perfectly healthy. Maybe I am, but maybe I'm not. And, you know, I don't like the thought of that. I would really like to be, you know, not sick. I really don't want to be sick. Because my family's coming in, and I don't want to, like, be sick around them. But I also don't want to, like, not be around them. Like, ultimately, I'll do the right decision and isolate myself in my own room for all of Christmas. But it doesn't mean it's something I want to do, you know? Sometimes the right thing is the hard thing. And, you know, that is the unfortunate scenario we're in here. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna cut down maybe one more of these, and then we'll get to the spruce. Spruce is gonna take so long, because it's just constantly removing leaves and planting new trees, shaving the leaves again. It takes a while. It takes a long while. Okay. One thing I do need to think about here. That's good. Okay. Tired, wow. What happened to me? When did I get so old? Okay. Let's get ourselves some spruce trees. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got this. I got this, guys. Trust me. I am fully capable of speaking coherent sentences. I promise you. Well, maybe I can't promise it, but I promise you, okay? Trust me. You know, I probably should have put Silk Touch on my hoe. That way I could have just quickly Silk Touched all these leaves on the hoe and it would be a quick job. But now I keep breaking my shears and it's a whole other issue. I mean, I know I could put like unbreaking and mending on there, but it would still break so quick. Oh well. Mistakes were made. This is one of my least favorite tasks in Minecraft. If I'm being entirely honest, shearing leaves might be the worst thing ever. It feels like it takes forever. And like I said, the amount of shears you need to go through in order to do this is just maddening. Definitely not my favorite thing. That's for sure. Okay. There we go. And on trees of these sizes too, like they're just so big. Takes so long to really get through it. Not a meaningful rate anyway. Although if I got, like, haste out here, it might not be so bad. Okay. And give me that, thank you. I'm trying to think. And suddenly my brain just died. I really don't know how to fix it. I need to reboot. Like, it's so bad. If there were ever a way to restart your mind, like, I would need it. I don't know. I do not know what to do. We'll see. Depending on how long these trees take me and if I can actually, like, come up with decent things to say and do, then we'll keep up. But I have a feeling my mental capabilities have plummeted. I think I know why. I'll take care of it a little later, but it'll be okay. Okay, come on, thank you. Why does it play this song so often? Is it weighted to play this song, like, more often than all the other ones in the biome I'm in? Because I feel like I hear this one, like, every single time we play. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But it feels like I hear it all the time. And it's not like I hate it or anything, like, I do like the song, it's just there's so many other songs in Minecraft as well that could be playing, they just don't ever play. It makes me sad. Okay. Boop. And boop, 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 boop. We won't be needing either of those. And then this one can go up in here. Okay. Yay, we did something. Okay, go for that. There we go. Okay. Just gotta do that a couple of times. We'll hopefully have a full box of leaves. And that'll get us all we need. Alright. I'm not in my mind. What happened? What happened to me? I washed up. I'm washed up. Ever since, like, hour number 2 of the stream. It's been a downhill climb. Or downhill climb? Downhill slide. Okay, there we go. Which admittedly, I guess 2-hour mark was 13 minutes ago. So maybe it's not been as long as I think it has, but it feels like it's been a little bit. I just know I don't feel like I'm even in my own body right now, which is funny. It's a funny feeling. Okay. I'll tell you what. We didn't do anything, really. But I guess after we're done with these trees, we'll step away. I'll take care of some other stuff and just let my body do whatever it needs to do. Relax. And hopefully it fixes itself by tomorrow morning. That way I can be back to 100%. Otherwise, I will be very, very sad. Okay. And honestly, it's not actually that far off from usual end time now I think about it, because it is like we start streams later on Wednesdays now I think about it. We're actually almost at 11 o'clock. That makes sense. Okay. Maybe it's nothing to be concerned about. Okay. Give me. Okay. Alright. Last one. This is weird. I'm not gonna lie, this is weird. I don't know, there's my head's in a different space, that's clear. I know what I gotta do. It'll be fine. I sleep. Sleep usually fixes it, doesn't it? Although I won't be sleeping super early. I'll sleep a little bit, though. I do have to go to bed earlier, due to... Okay. Due to waking up early as well, but it'll be alright. Okay, throw all that in there. That away. Take those. And we are just about done. Okay. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna put these in my inventory, otherwise I will forget them here and I'll be like, where did I put it? And nobody will be able to tell me because we'll all forget. And that would be so sad. So, you know, that's a thing. Okay. Let me just quickly clean this out. I don't like it. Might as well clean it out really, really, really fast. Make it look good. Or not look good, but look plain at least, so I can work with it another time. I forgot about this area. We need to add it to the to-do list. I got good news and bad news. What do you want first? Start with the bad news, I guess. I'm scared, but like, I don't know, maybe they build off of each other, but maybe they don't, who knows. Bad news is chicken? Dinner time. Gotcha. You grabbing dinner, Swifto? The good news is cow. What? Hold on, wait. Cow, chicken. Chicken, cow. Okay. Are we talking about food, animals, Minecraft? Like, I am confused. I'm not gonna lie. All three. Oh, what? I'm confused. I'm not gonna lie, Swifto. I am confused. Nah, it's got no meaning. I'm just tired. Welcome to the club. I'm actually getting ready to wrap things up tonight myself. Because it's nearly 11 p.m. And I'm wore out. I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 DMs? Maybe more than that? More than that, yeah. It's just not showing me all the numbers. No. Okay. I know it's such a terrible thing to be wanted, isn't it? It's a terrible thing to be wanted. I have so many DMs though. It makes me sad. I just want to go like sometimes like I don't know. Maybe it would be nice to like just be not in somebody's DMs. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know. I some people I do want to DM, but they never DM me, so it's kind of like, maybe we don't. Maybe I don't DM them because what if they're the same boat as me and they're getting a ton of DMs from people that they don't really want to talk to? Then we're just in the same boat, and I don't want to put somebody else in that position. That would feel pretty crappy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that. I don't want to answer any of these DMs. I'm not gonna lie. They're all just about the phone call I made today, but like at the same time, I don't know. I really don't want to. Uh, I could deal with it tomorrow, but I feel like that's unfair of me to them. You know, I've worried these people to some degree. I don't know. I do not know. Oh, let's see what we got in terms of options tonight. Um, you know, I'm so lazy. I'm so lazy that I'm just gonna tell you guys to go do your own thing tonight. Um, you guys, go find whoever you want to go say hello to, watch them for a little bit. If you want some recommendations, I mean, I'm pretty much anybody we've rated in the past is online right now, to be honest. There's a lot of people. But go find your people, go enjoy them. I'll catch you all another time. But I'm so wore out, to be honest. Um, so I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Oh my god, gosh, please no. Um, yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll be playing more King SMP. Yay. I love King SMP. I realize that makes it sound like I don't like it. I love King SMP. We're gonna be playing more. Just not tonight because I'm tired. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow, like I said. Anyway, good night, guys.